prepping for coding interviews. It's like, it's practically its own sport, you know?
It is.
You've got your textbooks, your online coding platforms.
Right.
Maybe even a lucky coding t-shirt.
Yeah.
But what if I told you there's a new, like, kind of training montage in town?
Oh,
One
yeah.
powered by artificial intelligence.
It's a game changer for sure.
Holy.
Yeah, we're talking like a totally personalized way to get ready for these interviews.
Okay.
It goes way beyond those like generic practice problems and stuff, the static platforms.
Okay, so let's unpack this a little bit. For those of us, myself included, who've spent, countless hours just staring at lines of code,
Right.
wondering if we'll ever crack the FA Inc. interview.
Yeah.
What's the big difference? What does AI actually do?
So imagine this, right?
Okay.
You're working on something and you're struggling with it.
Mhm.
Like a certain algorithm, let's just say, I don't know.
Dynamic programming.
Yeah, dynamic programming. So you get stuck, right? Instead of getting lost in all these examples that are just generic and everyone gets the same ones,
Right.
based on what you've done before, how you've done it,
Okay.
it figures out what you need to work on.
Oh, wow.
And it makes challenges just for you to help you conquer that.
That's amazing.
Yeah, it's like having a coach who's like, this is what you need to focus on.
Okay, so it's not just like AI spitting out solutions.
no.
It's like it's understanding how you
Uh,
learn
Yeah,
and guiding you, kind of, like
exactly.
towards mastery.
And it can like track how you're doing. It analyzes how you code. It can even see those little mistakes that you always make,
Oh, really?
And it gives you feedback that you just couldn't get before.
So instead of feeling like you're just drowning in all this information, it's like AI throws you a life preserver.
Yes.
It's like, hey, I got you. Let's work on this together.
Exactly. And it's constantly learning, so it changes as you go, like always in your lane.
That's incredible.
Yeah.
But let's talk about the interview itself.
Okay.
Those can be so nerve-wracking.
They are.
Does AI help you prepare for the real deal?
It does. And it's kind of like, stepping into the matrix a little bit.
Okay.
Forget about just doing the same practice interviews. This is AI.
Right.
We're talking about simulations that come up with unique coding challenges as you're doing them.
Wow.
Like some of them, they'll even act like specific companies.
Oh, really?
Like Google
Okay.
with their, kind of cryptic questions.
So it's like having a secret weapon. You can peek into the mind of a Google interviewer.
Right. And it gets even better.
Okay.
It doesn't just give you the problem.
Right.
It actually analyzes how you tackle it.
Oh, wow.
Your style, how long it takes you, everything.
So it's looking at everything.
Yeah, like every little detail.
Not just did you get the right answer, but
Right, exactly.
how you got there.
Like, were you elegant? Were you efficient? All that.
And it can even, like you were saying, it helps you with those
Yeah.
soft skills, which are
Yeah.
so important
Huge.
to ace these things.
Oh, for sure.
So, like, how does AI play into that? Because nailing a coding interview,
Right.
it's not just about, like, being a coding whiz.
No.
It's about communication, problem solving, all that stuff.
Totally. You got to talk the talk, right?
Right. Exactly, yeah.
And AI can actually help you with that, too. A lot of these platforms, they'll give you feedback on how you're communicating during the practice interviews.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, they'll look at how clear you are, how concise you are, even if you're, like, using too much jargon.
Because I imagine even if you write the most beautiful code in the world,
Right.
if you can't explain it to someone,
It doesn't matter.
it doesn't matter.
Nobody knows what you're doing.
Right? It's like having a communication coach
Exactly.
built right into, like, your interview toolkit.
That's it.
That's really cool. So we've got AI kind of like this multifaceted coach now,
Yeah.
helping you with your technical skills, your communication. But how does this all actually play out, when you're in the hot seat?
Okay, so think about it.
Yeah.
A lot of times you're doing a whiteboard interview, right?
Right.
Which, let's be honest, is kind of strange.
Yes, super unnatural.
Yeah. So with these AI simulations, you're not just typing away.
Right.
You're actually talking to a virtual interviewer,
Oh, wow.
explaining what you're thinking, why you did what you did.
Interesting.
It helps you build that confidence.
So it's like the difference between, like, practicing your golf swing at a driving range
Yes.
versus being on the golf course. Right.
You're under pressure a little bit.
You got to perform,
Mhm.
and someone's watching you,
Mhm.
or something in this case.
Right, exactly.
But that's what makes it so great. And you know what else?
What's that?
It can even tailor the whole experience based on the specific job you're going for. Oh, interesting. Okay, tell me more about that. Like, how does it know if I'm going for, like, a front-end developer versus, like, a data scientist role?
Let's say you're going for that front-end developer position.
Okay.
It's going to focus on front-end stuff.
Makes sense.
HTML, CSS, JavaScript, things like React, Angular.
Oh, so it's really like it's specialized
Oh, yeah, totally.
for your dream job.
Exactly. And if you're trying to be a data scientist, it's
Yeah.
going to throw you those data science curveballs, algorithms, data structures, machine learning, all that.
Wow. So we're talking about like a whole arsenal of tools
I know, right?
that are customized for what you want to do. But with all this talk about AI and
Right.
algorithms and all that, like we can't forget about the human element of coding, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, at the end of the day,
Right.
code is written by people for people, right?
Exactly.
So, like, where does AI fit in?
That's the big question, isn't it? I
Yeah.
think it comes down to this. You got to see AI as a really powerful tool, right? But it can't replace what we can do. Humans, we have the ingenuity, the creativity.
So it's like having like a superpowered assistant,
Yes.
but you're still the architect.
You got it. It can help you perfect your design, make it better, faster, even give you new ideas. But that initial spark, that's all you.
That makes a lot of sense.
Yeah.
So AI helps us write better code, but it can't replace that human spark.
That's right. And we can't forget about teamwork.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
Even with all this AI stuff, coding is still a team sport.
Right. It's interesting. It's almost like AI is forcing us to get better at working together.
How so?
Because now we can use AI for these, tedious tasks.
Right, right.
And that frees us up to actually like use our brains for the bigger picture things.
Exactly. No more getting stuck on those little bugs or syntax errors.
Right. Leave that to the AI.
Let it handle that. We can focus on the fun stuff, coming up with creative solutions, building elegant designs, making sure that code actually works for people.
So it's almost like AI elevates what it means to be a coder.
Yes.
It's not just about writing the code anymore. It's about strategy and, like you said, collaboration.
I love that. It's not taking our jobs, it's making them better.
This has been awesome. I feel like we really did a deep dive on this one. We went from like, oh my gosh, coding interviews are terrifying,
Right.
to wait, maybe AI can be my secret weapon.
It totally can be.
This is so cool. And to think, this is just the beginning.
I know, right? AI is only getting started. Who knows what amazing things it will do for coding.
It's really exciting. So to everyone listening, don't be afraid to use all the tools you have, including AI,
Definitely.
but never stop working on your own skills. Your creativity, your ability to work with others, your passion for building cool stuff with code.
Absolutely.
Until next time, happy coding, everyone.